I just bought this 2005 Subaru Forester XT, and it isn't in addition to my 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Sport. It's to replace it. I bought this car brand new and I've had it for over 2 years now. I was super excited to buy it and was ready to have a new car after having owned so many used ones. It ended up being a payment of $500 a month over a period of 8 years. While it was exciting at first, a few things have been wearing on me over the past 2 years that have led me to wanting something else. Obviously there are pros and cons to each of these cars, but some pros outweighed the cons. The 2005 Forester XT, an almost 20-year-old car, won the debate. First, I'm going to start with the pros of the Crosstrek and why I even wanted to buy it in the first place. No work needed to be done since it was brand new. There was no waiting or watching for something to just break or fall apart. If anything did happen to break, I could fix it for free if it's under warranty. The suspension is stock and really smooth, so there's almost no road noise. So it makes everything really comfortable, and talking to my friends, no problem at all. Because it isn't turbocharged, it actually gets decent gas mileage. I don't have to spend money on premium gas, which is more expensive. I absolutely love the color. It's super unique and it really stands out, especially from all the other normal colors of cars that are on the road, like black, white, silver. This is great for warming up the engine, which keeps it in top condition, and I can also defrost the windows and warm up the cabin before I even am gonna get in the car. There really aren't that many cons, but they outweigh the pros in my opinion. But are those negative points enough to make me want an older, less comfortable, less reliable car? I can totally afford this payment, but I'm in it for the long run. I still have 6 more years of $500 a month, even though I can totally afford it. I just don't want to. Even though this is the sport version, it only makes 182 horsepower and it's still pretty boring to drive. And that's even in sport manual mode. The turbo makes the XT fast and really fun to drive. So I really look forward to driving this. Like, I get excited every time I get to drive somewhere because I get to drive this. I love early 2000s cars. This car is somehow big and small at the same time. I love the sharper, boxier design of the body and the aggressive looking front end. Surprisingly, the trunk is a lot bigger than you think. It also has the cargo cover and it has the rubber trunk mat. I currently am only paying about $180 a month on this, and I can pay that off way quicker if I need to. Because it isn't perfect, there are a lot of little things that I'm really looking forward to working on. And selling my Crosstrek will help me have a little bit more cash flow, and I can put money directly into this, as well as my WRX. This is actually one of my favorite cars. To be honest, I wanted this even before the Crosstrek, but it didn't make sense for me at the time. Like I said, I love the looks, and a turbo manual can't be beat. Surprisingly, there isn't that much rust on this. And I'm in Utah. That's a huge thing to look out for when buying a used car. Thankfully, it drives without any major issues, but there are some things that need to be taken care of sooner than later. I'll have a more detailed breakdown in a later video. Because it's prone to break just because of its age, I'm gonna need to be replacing and fixing things almost constantly. And I will need to pay for all of it, which is fun when I'm expecting it, but not fun when I'm not expecting it. While having a turbo is fun, it really does slurp down the fuel, which is a lot more expensive because it requires premium gas. As I said, silver is a boring color for a car, but XTs in this year only came out in a handful of colors, and this one was one of the few that I found in as good of a condition as this. I'll definitely miss having a color that stands out. So having this Forester XT is a win-win because it's putting more money in my pocket so that I can work on a car that I love. At the end of the day, you should drive what you want. If the car that you have makes sense for your driving habits, lifestyle, and just overall fun, then you should stick with it. And if getting to a different car better fits you, then who's to say what's normal and what's crazy? And that's why I'm replacing my 2021 Crosstrek with a 2005 Forester XT. The sun is so bright. It's cooking my eyes. Where's the